Virgo, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to jump right in and just find out what your focus is right now. Let's see what's influencing you. Tell me about your past. Tell me about your near future. Very interesting. Let's see, what is your potential outcome? So looking here at bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So there is something recently that you overcame. It may have felt like the world was on your shoulders and you finally had this breakthrough moment where you said, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to focus on the priorities and I'm going to let everything else that is just not significant not eat up my valuable time. That's what it feels like you're doing. You've shifted. You've definitely shifted. Here's why. Knight of Cups in reverse, influenced by the Five of Cups in reverse. So there is something here that was eating up a lot of your time. This could have been a romantic relationship, whatever it was. You're not sad, you're not disappointed, you're just kind of moving on. This is something where you are just not getting so caught up in all the little things anymore. That's what I'm getting from you. What the universe wants you to focus on, there's something here that maybe you decided wasn't really worth your time, but there is something here that you need to stick out. You need to hold on to it for a little bit longer, whether that's a person, a situation, or maybe one of the things that you're trying to let go of because maybe you consider it a low priority and it just takes up a lot of your time, but there's something here that you need to hold on to, and I'll find out more when I clarify. Page of Wands in the past position. So this feels like what brought you to your present energy. This is all about you kind of taking a stand and deciding, okay, this is what matters to me. I'm going to start communicating this out to all the people that are impacted by it. And I'm going to just kind of take control of the situation, go after what you really want. You started doing it. Wheel of Fortune in reverse showing up in your strength position. So this is something where you don't let anything hold you back. You don't let anything hold you down. This Wheel of Fortune is round, so it's constantly turning. So there's always going to be things that are in your favor. There's always going to be things that aren't. And you're one of those signs that you may go inside and deal with things a little bit differently, or maybe just internally for a little while. But then once you kind of realize energy is fluid and this isn't a permanent situation, you give yourself that permission to just move on. I am seeing some communication here in your near future. Very interesting. Because whatever the communication is, it feels very strong. It feels very, very intense. You might be the one initiating the communication, or you're like quickly responding to somebody. It feels like a very fast moving communication. You're showing up here in what's influencing this. So this is really about what you decided you needed to focus on here. This is not about anybody else. This was you prioritizing what you need and what you want. We have the Magician here, and so this is about manifesting. What I love about this is you made a decision to start going after what you wanted, and now you're starting to realize just how much better you feel about it. And when you started taking those steps, when you started communicating to people, look, this is really where I want to focus my time and energy, and now you're starting to bring in more of these positive vibes towards you. So that's what happens. Like attracts like, and that's exactly where you are with this. Sitting in your hopes or fears position, this is actually juggling burdens, and you are kind of done with that. You don't want to go back to that world where you just felt kind of drained emotionally, physically from whatever this was, where you just constantly had to deal with everything. There is a cycle here that is closing. We have the World sitting in your potential outcome, so I'll get more clarity on what this is, but it does feel like there is a piece of it that's still kind of lingering out there. So let's do some clarifying and find out a little bit more. Tell me about the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the two cards that came out, this is definitely about a relationship of some sort. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse being clarified with the Seven of Pentacles. And this was a choice that you made. You made a decision that you were not going to continue a relationship here. You're not sad, you're not disappointed, because you're the one that made the decision. This is what I'm going to do. And it was about a relationship here with this Ace of Cups. So might have been more of a lighthearted relationship, maybe not so serious, not so... definitely not along the lines of a marriage or somebody you're living with, nothing like that. More of like just that kind of early getting to know each other phase, but you made a decision to cut it off. Let's find out about this Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is showing up in reverse, and I also have the Seven of Wands in reverse. There is an energy here. Probably better explaining them both in the positive instead of the negative. It'll make a little bit more sense. So there was a point in time where you just wanted to walk away from the situation because you felt very defensive. Could have been this situation. It could have been something kind of outside the situation that helped you to kind of reprioritize what really matters to you. And so there was something here. There was this energy of always having to defend yourself, stick up for yourself, justify everything you said and did that you just wanted to walk away from. And so now the universe wants you to focus on, okay, well, you did that, now what? That's what this feels like. Now what? Now that you've done away with that, what do you need to focus on? That's very interesting what you need to focus on, because the universe is putting it on you, not giving you much guidance there at all. So Page of Wands, I love this, the Hermit. This was you. Again, you were the one communicating and figuring out exactly what you want. And I think you achieved step one of that process, which was stopping whatever wasn't working for you. But step two is identifying, and step three is actually taking action on the things that are going to make you happy. And so you're in this step two right now. That's what it feels like. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Getting the Lovers in reverse. So yeah, this is definitely, if things didn't work out with this person, you're not closed off to trying to find somebody else. It's just a matter of finding the right person for you, and maybe even the right situation. So that's what you need to focus on. What is it that you're looking for exactly? Because these are all in alignment. So when I look here about you ending this relationship because it just really wasn't working for you, it maybe took up too much of your time, or it was just really high maintenance, higher than what you would have wanted. And the universe is telling you, okay, you gave that up, now what? And down here, it's like, well, I know that if I find the right person, things will move forward. So what does that mean? What does that really mean? Think of it from a relationship characteristic standpoint. What type of relationship are you looking for? Let's see if we can get anything on this Eight of Wands for Virgo. I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So Nine of Pentacles is really very interesting to me, because the Nine of Pentacles can be a very solitary energy. I'm seeing it in reverse. So there is some sort of communication coming up. Again, could be you. So it could be that you found a new person and you're talking to somebody new, or you're kind of putting it out there that you're interested in somebody new, because I don't think you're actually interested in being single, but you just weren't interested in that last relationship. Tell me about the Hermit. Let's see if we can get one card on the Hermit. Knight of Cups. Yeah, that's you inside your head thinking about this love. Again, this is what did it. And the Knight of Cups came out over here, and it was actually the first card out in reverse. And this is what you were doing. You were thinking about, really, is this relationship worth it to me? You decided it wasn't. Tell me about the Magician. I have the Fool. Yeah, you're manifesting new beginnings here. You're trying to manifest just an entirely new way forward. Love that, because I do see the world sitting in your potential outcome. So tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. So here we go with the burdens. You don't want to be juggling these burdens anymore. You want to be done. You want to be done. So interesting. Tell me about the world. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Four of Wands in reverse. So there was definitely... Four of Wands doesn't... Okay. So in the upright, this can mean a marriage potential or something along those lines. So I'm seeing it in reverse, but I'm also getting the world with it. So as far as relationships go, you're not closed off to them completely. Again, like I said, you're not, I see you not really wanting to be single, just not with this other person. You may not be interested in marriage exactly, but there is something here about just like a committed relationship, about having somebody, even if it doesn't have that specific title or those legal implications. So I do see just this evolution of you. Very interesting. Because while you might be closed to the idea specifically of marriage, you are open to a high-level commitment. Let's get let's go with this deck. Any last messages for Virgo? So the card I got was stillness. So let's see what it says. Take a step back from a project, situation, or relationship, even if just for a few moments. Mend bridges, slow down, breathe, be still, go within. Listen to your inner voice. Take time to connect with your spirit guides, ancestors, and spiritual guardians. Listen to your higher self. Timing is everything. This is not a good time to start a new cycle. Wait, incubate, fix things that need fixing, heal things that need healing. Think things through. Forgive yourself and others. If things seem barren or even bleak, hold on. Just as the migrating bird finds new life in the tundra marshes in the summer, you too will expand once again during the coming thaw in your life. So that sounds a lot like spring to me. I don't know if anybody else got that, but I definitely got spring in there. So Virgo, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.